Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm up in a ladder and we're going to talk about this papaya tree right now. Anyway, this papaya tree, you'll notice it's got 1, 2, 3 branches. And anybody care to guess why that happened? We'll tell you towards the end here. And I obtained some seeds from a friend that I have in Miami, Indian friend. He gave me some seeds and I've planted several of them. And this tree here now has been in the ground just about a year and a half. And I've got some really nice, very tasty papaya, which has a kind of like a pink flesh with a very mellow flavor. They're very good. So what I wanted to discuss with you guys today was the two things: is how did we end up with 3 branches, and how to harvest the papaya, and a little bit about how to protect the fruit. Now, this tree has no protection. What do I mean by that? It means I didn't bag any of the fruit. And the reason that you bag the fruit is because you get a wasp, which is not really a wasp, but people call it a papaya wasp. It's really like a fruit fly. Lay its eggs inside here, and then you end up with a bunch of worms inside your fruit. Nasty situation. So what most people do is they'll put bags over it, and I usually do that. But for some reason, I've been lucky. I haven't covered it, and I've been able to get some pretty nice, clean, beautiful papaya without having to bag it. Now, I have bagged many papayas in the past, and I advise you to do that because if one of those so-called papaya wasps come around, it's going to really ruin your fruit and give you a really squeamy kind of ugly situation there. So here's how I harvest them. You see the color here? You're starting to get a little yellow blush on there. This is perfect for harvesting. So you just basically get your clean pruners, nice and sharp, and you just cut that stem right there, and you've got yourself a nice papaya fruit. This will be ready in about 2 days. I don't stick it in the fridge. I just take it inside. I'll wash it thoroughly, a little bit of a light brushing and a little soap, and then I'll leave it on the counter. In 2 days, you slice this open, and this is beautiful, delicious papaya. All right, so we've got 3 branches, and we'll talk about that again in a minute. You got this branch back here. It's literally bending because there's so much fruit on it that it's actually bending like crazy, and it's going to break. So I'm going to thin this out a little bit, and yeah, I'm going to lose some fruit, but that's what happens when you have so many branches, and then all that weight at the top, it's eventually going to crack or it's going to break this branch. So I'm just going to thin it out a little bit. I'm just going to get rid of some of these fruit, and we'll get rid of some of these fruit to take off some of the weight. Another thing that's important is that there's a lot of latex that comes out. This here is actually used as a meat tenderizer. So if you get it on your fingers, you get a lot of it on your fingers, you're going to get an irritation and you're going to feel funny. Your skin's going to feel like something's bothering it. Okay, so keep that in mind. You're tenderizing the skin on your finger. All right, so I've cleaned it up a little bit, and I'm going to continue to clean it off camera, and I want to lighten the load on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also show you that this fruit has very, very few seeds in it. So when I come back, I will cut one open, even though they're not ready, and I want to take a look at the seed count. Because every time I've opened it, I've only had 1, 2, maybe 3 seeds, and that's it. So we'll check one of these and we'll see. All right, so we're going to look at the fruit now inside in just a minute, but I wanted to let you guys know that this is a hermaphrodite. In other words, this is a perfect flower on the tree, so it doesn't need another papaya, okay? Another papaya tree. One with both sexes that self-pollinates and pretty much produces very, very low seed count on the fruit. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to take off another one of the ones that are almost ready back here. So this one, we're going to open this one up. So I've harvested 2, and I've left these here now. But when I finish getting down off this ladder later, I'll remove more of the fruit so that we don't have so much weight. I've also covered a little bit about the flavor of the fruit, which is very nice and mellow. The color is beautiful, a low seed count, self-pollinating, hermaphrodite flowers. Seems to grow pretty true from seed, if you can get some seeds, because there's not a lot of seeds in there. All right, so now everyone wants to know, why has this got 3 branches, right? Kind of like an octopus, right? A triple papaya. It was real simple. What happened is I didn't want it to get too big, because these things, they do tend to grow pretty big. My friend's is pretty high. This one, I cut it. When I cut it, what happens is they branch out into 2, 3, sometimes 4 branches. So we ended up with 3 branches. I let them grow, and this is why this tree has 3 branches. And you might think that's really good, and it is, because you get a lot of places for your fruit to develop, and you can keep the tree a little lower. But the other thing that's bad is you can see the problem with the branches being smaller, getting heavily laden with fruit, and you got to thin them out. If you don't thin them out, you're going to break branches. Or you can secure it with something, put something here to secure it. Like you get, some people take PVC pipes and they make a configuration, stick it in the ground and keep it from falling over. I don't know if you can see on camera, but you'll see it in a minute. There's a big old bamboo pole over here that's kind of leaning on an angle to keep it from falling over, because it would definitely have fallen over if I hadn't done that. All right, so let's just wrap it up, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to open the fruit so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. All right, so here we go. We've got the fruit. We're going to open it up. You get to see the color, and you get to see how many seeds are in here. No seeds this time. Not even one. Not even one. Now, this is not ready to eat. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you might like it. I definitely don't like it like this. But you can see that color. It's really, really nice. Very mild odor to it. And the flavor is very, very mild as well. It's not like a heavy, strong, cantaloupe, deep, you know, real intense flavor. It's good, but it's not a strong flavor. It's very mild. With that said, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's see. Even like this, it's really hard, see? So I don't think it's going to have a very good flavor, but we can certainly try. Real hard, not soft at all. Kind of a green, not ready flavor. That's what we've got. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you see what I've got going on over here. And whenever I have some seeds, I will be planting, and hopefully, eventually, be able to offer them to you guys. But at this point, unless I air layer one, I don't think we're going to be able to get these, because we get very little seed. Not enough to produce a lot of them. But I could be wrong. Maybe we'll get lucky. And what I could do is have it cross-pollinate. See, if we cross-pollinate with another papaya by having one close by, or we hand-pollinate with another pollen from another variety, then what do you think is going to happen? Leave your comments below. Give us a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed the video. Papaya. Thanks, everybody. Subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Hope to see you again. This noise is unbelievable today. Ah, the noise, the motorcycles, the trucks, the planes, the trains.